What's up, gang? Welcome to Ruin Board. My name is Chris George, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about my Kickstarter philosophy. When I started this channel, I didn't expect that I would gravitate so much towards Kickstarter content. I thought I'm just going to do straight reviews, I'll jump right into it, and I'll be bigger than the Dice Tower. No one will ever have to watch the Dice Tower ever again because they'll have my reviews to watch. But for a number of reasons, I've delved more into the Kickstarter sphere, and a lot of that has to do with wanting to be able to cover what is current and be informed about what is current and always be informed about the newest thing coming up so that I can have an opinion on it, for sure. So that I can maintain my status as a better resource than the Dice Tower. Somebody said it once upon a time, and it's stuck, I guess. And so, as I'm sure many of you know, if this isn't the first video of mine that you've checked out on the channel, every Monday I cover what's leaving Kickstarter. And whenever a board game breaks that $1 million sphere, I cover why you shouldn't back it and do my best to counteract the feeling of acquisition that often grips us with these new, fun, shiny things. Because before I started making videos on this YouTube channel, and part of the reason why I don't end up backing a lot on Kickstarter, at least not currently, is because I was really drawn into every Kickstarter campaign. I saw the videos, I saw the pretty things, I saw fun, and I want fun in my life. And so I bought a lot of things, and then I realized that I have a lot of things coming, and my shelves are already full, and I live in a smaller apartment. And either I can get a storage locker to house all my games, I can start stashing them at friends' houses, which I have started to do, or I can talk myself out of purchasing games on Kickstarter. And this isn't about why I don't back things on Kickstarter. I do. I absolutely do. But I do not back as many games as the average person, or the average YouTuber, I should say, or even the average person who watches YouTube, I should say. And I don't back many on Kickstarter. It takes a lot now to get me to cross that threshold and to support a thing and to buy a new game. And this is for a number of reasons. One, I'm poor. I'm out of money. And two, often they will be going to retail. A lot of games do end up in retail or end up in circulation, and I always feel like I can get them at a later date. And I'm aware that there are other philosophies in this hobby, and mine may not resonate with you. I know that there is one that resonates with me in particular, is the concept of being able to try it and then resell it for almost what you paid with. That really resonates with me. I love a good deal. I love being able to try things completely free from monetary repercussions. I can just sell it for what I paid for it. Great. Try it, sell it, done. But I find for me, that has never worked. Even if I buy it with the intention of trying it and then selling it down the line, I don't often get to that point. And I think because of my own Kickstarter philosophy of only purchasing when you are really excited. And I think, well, it's because I'm lazy and I don't want to go through the hassle of packaging up all these packages and sending them away and unpunching it and then just giving it to someone else. And I feel fortunate that I've realized that if I don't try this thing right away, it'll still be good in 2 years when people start to either receive their copies or get retail versions and then decide they don't like them and sell them for half the cost. And then I can still participate in that sort of cycling and game acquisition and distribution, but I personally don't feel like I need to do it right as it's come out. Other than, of course, the companies that send me games to review, in which case, yes, I would like to be pretty current on that so that I can create meaningful and thought out reviews to help you all with your decisions. So I guess that's why I don't often back on Kickstarter. But I do back on Kickstarter still, or GameFound. You know what I mean. And so my personal philosophy is I tend to back more when I want to support the company, obviously. In my last 5 reasons you shouldn't back, I went on a bit of a tangent about getting the most money into the company's hands, and I really do try and follow that advice. I try to support the companies that I love and support the companies that I want to keep creating things that I love. That's the circle of life. If I don't, they might go extinct and then I'll lose the thing that I enjoy. So supporting companies is number one. And I'm I'm currently going through that dilemma, so to speak, with the Unfair expansion. Unfair currently has an expansion on Kickstarter. It will have 2 or 3 more expansions, I think 2. They're going through the whole alphabet. Basically, there's a deck for every letter of the alphabet. They're on their 2nd expansion. And to get it to my door, shipping's included, which is great. To get it to my door, it's 50 bucks Canadian. And I just know that if I were to get it from the store, it'll probably be 40 bucks, maybe 40 on the low end, probably 45 to like 46 on the high end. So it's not too much difference in margin. And by supporting them on Kickstarter, I know I can give them more of my money, or more of that percentage goes to them, so I don't mind the additional upkeep, and it goes right to my door. I don't have to make a trip downtown to get the game and pick it up, or get a bunch more games from the local game store just to get that free shipping to get it to me. So that's something that moves me to back if it resonates with me, and I know that there probably won't be a chance for me to get it through local or retail channels or see it often on the secondhand market. That to me makes it a worthwhile decision. Or the thing I talk about a lot is about being actively excited. It's like consent, an enthusiastic yes. When I'm punching out those components, I don't want to think, oh, I have to punch out these components. Somebody who I resell this to is gonna get to save time. I want to capture the magic of punching out components. There's something awesome about punching out components. I love it. I used to love it, sitting down with a game you've just gotten, unwrapping the shrink wrap, popping out the components, imagining the experience that you're going to get, and the great times that you're going to have with this game. It makes me smile. It really does. Maybe that's why I like watching unboxings so much, and seeing people open the game with enthusiasm and explore the game, and get to explore it in that first moment of seeing what this world has to offer. I mean, I like board games. Board games excite me. Board games instill that feeling of magic in me. But that's at the best of times. Then again, there are a lot of games, and then there are even more games that don't have that feeling on me. And if I see something that gives me that feeling, or has the potential to give me that feeling, that also makes me more inclined to back it. And then finally, if I see that a campaign is really working hard to offer a good deal to their customers, that they're trying their best to give a whole bunch of extras for the same price that they would get it in retail. They're going the extra mile and putting in the little fine details that make the game easier to get to the table, or have a better table presence, or enhance the experience for the user while still keeping their bottom line on the lower end of similar type games. I recognize how hard these companies are working to make it a better deal, and how thin they're making their own margins when margins are already pretty thin in the board gaming industry. And so that also aligns with my personal philosophy of, it feels like you're trying to give your people a good deal. You're trying to give your consumers access, wide access to this product. You're not trying to be prohibitive with your costs. It makes me happy, and it makes me happy to support. So I've just kind of rambled on in this video. But I suppose those are the core components of my own backing philosophy. Not necessarily my Kickstarter philosophy, my backing philosophy. What motivates me to pull the trigger and to purchase a new game. And I think it's nice to have on video, because now everybody knows where I stand. I think if I could encapsulate it, it is in that punching out process. Because I know as I've gotten more and more games, that process has become more by rote. I don't often treasure it as much, and I want to treasure it. That's sometimes one of my favorite parts about getting a game, and getting a new game as well, because I get a lot of things secondhand as well. So getting a new game and unwrapping it and punching it out, I don't know. I think it's a little fun. I just wanted to put that on video, express it all out there, especially for those of you who maybe have only come here from the 5 reasons you shouldn't back. And this is a baseline as to where my methodology sits. And I'm curious if it intersects with yours as well. So drop in the comments what your own Kickstarter backing philosophy is. There are no wrong answers. Really, there aren't. Everybody is allowed to enjoy this hobby in whatever way they want, and now you really are, because I have said so, officially, on camera. So you can do it. Why do you back Kickstarters? I'm curious, because I know that for me, it's to stay current, And it's because there's more information out there generally than retail releases, or at least easier information for me as a one-man band behind a YouTube channel can access. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what's your Kickstarter philosophy? What way of acquiring games resonates with you, and what was the last game that you punched out that gave you that sensation, that feeling of excitement? That's all. My name's Chris George, and I was supposed to say something here. Shoot, what was... Oh, it was a catchphrase, but I don't... Oh, I don't... I made it... What was it? I may not have a... I had something planned that I was gonna... There's no catchphrase for me. Catchphrase? I don't even know her. You can't catch a phrase without chlamydia. No, that's not it. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.